The world we live in today looks nothing like it did 3 decades ago, and even less like it will look 3 decades from now. We are living in revolutionary times. How we work, communicate, live, and learn has been transformed by the information age and the internet. Today, we intuitively weave new tools into our everyday lives: blogging, tweeting, texting, Googling, and more. Ponca City Public School students are learning 21st century skills, learning to work collaboratively in student-centered, project-based learning groups. They are learning to communicate, create, and develop critical thinking skills while managing projects. The district has formed a committee called iDesign to provide teachers professional development to enable them to move to student-centered, project-based learning. Students in grades kindergarten through 7th are introduced to project-based learning and begin learning 21st century skills. Teachers in grades 8th and 9th are developing lessons and units that incorporate these skills and processes. In grades 11 and 12, students use various technologies as they go through an extended process of inquiry and problem solving. These indicators paint a picture of students who are able to think on their feet, contribute to a team effort, and work creatively when they confront new challenges. Here is one such project that took place this year at the high school. Zach Murray's pre-AP biology students were presented basic data for their project. They had to use 21st century skills and project-based learning groups to research and develop evidence to support their claim. They then had to debate and justify their evidence with other groups as they refined their arguments. In the 1930s, the states of Kansas, Oklahoma, Colorado, and Texas suffered from a severe drought known as the Dust Bowl. Farmers were forced to make difficult choices in order to survive. Students were placed in small groups, with each group representing a family of wheat farmers living in Oklahoma. They had to develop a plan to make sure their family would have the food and water needed to survive the winter. Students were given information about nutritional values and dietary needs of humans and farm animals that would be necessary in making their claims. Once groups did their research and developed their claim, they had to share and justify their ideas using a round-robin format. This meant that one member of the group stayed at their workstation to share their group's ideas, while other members went to other groups to listen and critique the arguments developed by their classmates. Each student then had to write their final argument in order to persuade another biologist that their claim was valid and acceptable. Working together, students learned that there were several different ways to survive the winter. Research indicates that this style of collaborative learning is showing much better results than the traditional lecture-style teaching.